So it's come to my attention, because of a couple conversations I had with my friends last night, just how I don't want to say conniving or manipulative because it's not really about that. It's more just about the fact that, I don't understand us females. We're really weird. Like, most of us girls would rather rip each other's heads off and destroy each other's lives versus give up, like, a guy or something we want. And for some reason, it just really irritates and boggles me on why most females are like this. For example, let's say hypothetically, guy cheats on girl, guy leaves girl for other said girl that he cheated on said girl with. And then suddenly, this girl, whether the chick knows her or not, is suddenly this evil, manipulative, just terrible person for even fathoming being with the person that they want to be with. And I understand heartbreak and I understand adolescence and I understand that that's all kind of the learning process, but I just don't understand why people have to be so like why do girls blame the other girl? We never blame the guy. We never sit there and say, "Oh, well, this is his fault." And even the girls who do still hate the chick, normally for completely illegitimate reasons. I've had many females hate me. I've had a girl set a shirt of mine on fire when I didn't even do anything with her boyfriend. She just jumped to wrong conclusions and my shirt was on fire in the backyard warming her hands. I have no idea why it has to be like this. And, trying to figure something out and then coming up with reasons that are completely irrational and generally wrong, I think is silly. Like, why wouldn't you ever want to go, talk to the girl? Like, hey, I heard that you were bumping uglies with the person I'm with. Could you explain that to me? Like, I just don't get it. And given that a lot of the girls that they do cheat on girls with, or guys or girls cheat on their significant other with, are generally end up being kind of slutty. I mean, if you can't respect the fact that someone's in a relationship, then you probably shouldn't be hanging out with that person. But, it's just, I don't really get why no one can seem to ever really talk about anything rationally anymore. And then in the long run, most of the time those girls end up being more obsessed over the guy because they hurt them and end up growing this terrible rivalry, hatred, whatever for the female. And whether or not it be for legitimate reasons, I'm not saying that every scenario is the same, but a lot of the times that's how it ends up working. And I mean, I know "can't we all just get along" is kind of a cheesy statement, but I really wish that people could try and maybe think about it from other people's perspective for once. And the guys who cheat, for the record, you guys suck because you break our hearts and you make us this way. But I just really think that there needs to be more communication in everything, in everyone's friendships, relationships. And it's just like I really needed to vent, and I felt like making a video would be a great way to just kind of get it off my chest. It's frustrating and it's a little bit heartbreaking that, like, we are this way and that things have to be this way most of the time because even if one side is willing to work on things or talk about it, there's always that other side that you have to take into consideration when making your decisions, and most of the time that other side really just doesn't want anything to do with you or would rather hit you or yell at you or leave you angry voicemails at 2 in the morning. And I mean, I've had so many people calling me up just screaming at me about things that they have no idea about and they don't know me, but they think they do apparently, and everyone's got all the right answers except me. So I just, for the guys out there who are watching this, I'm sorry. Cheating's bad. Girls, same right back at you. It's just I just don't get why girls can be so smitten and just totally okay with the guy cheating, but then they're not gonna put any sort of like same standards on the girls. Like, if a guy cheats, the girl's just as much his fault. Yeah, but so's the guy. Like, you should probably talk to him about it and be like, hey, dude, why'd you cheat on me? Why her? Blah, blah, blah. And generally, that means you shouldn't be with them, not, oh, well, it's okay. It only happened once or twice. And I'm gonna forgive the guy, but that girl's a terrible, hoary slut who flaps her, woohoo, all over the everywhere and been around the block 16 times. Given if that's true, then the female who is on trial in a sense is at fault. But I've already talked about that. Just people need to stop being such hypocrites and having so many double standards because it's ridiculous. And if you really expect everyone to live up to your hypocrisy and your double standards for the rest of your life, then you should probably wake up because you're going to end up really alone and you're going to end up losing on a lot of people who maybe would have meant something to you. And for the record, another subject since I'm here already, hold on to the people that matter to you in your life. Given if they stop caring, don't sit there and push them because most of the time they don't really care anyway if they've already made the decision that they don't want you in your life. But just really cherish the moments that you have with the people that you love. You never know when they're just gonna stop talking to you, and it's not like if they die or if they move away, given those things happen and it sucks, but like really you never know when people are gonna just straight dip out of your life, and it's horrible because you look back 10 years from now, and back then you said, oh, we'll be friends forever, we'll never stop talking, and given nothing's really forever anymore, especially in this day and age. But, you know, those people don't always stick around. And all you get left with is the memories. And sometimes you don't really have that many because you didn't really care to. And it's like, if they're here, make the best of what you have because no matter how much they may suck now, they may be awesome years from now. I have plenty of friends of mine that I hated in high school and now I hang out with all the time. So, just the whole thing, I guess, basically my whole concept on this is just don't take stuff for granted. Be upfront and stuff like that. It's not a lesson on morals, it's just how I feel. I think that more people need to be more legit and straightforward about their lives and the people that are in them. So that's all. I'm done ranting now. That's purely what this is for, to make me feel better, so I hope it's funny.